The fourth step is to put the water in the bulb. I'm first going to turn on the layer with the water. I'm going to use my move tool to move the water over onto the bulb. To place it, I really need to be able to see both the files at once. So for this project, we're going to use the blending modes. In your layers palette, where it says normal, these are blending modes. There's a whole bunch of different settings which affect how a file interacts with the file below it. So right now, I have the water file above my light bulb. I'm going to set it to multiply. So now I can see both. You want to move your water so that it's about in the middle. This is the top of the water. Okay? But we need to get rid of all the other water that's all around it. To do that, we're going to use a layers mask. I really want you to learn how to use layers masks. It's a really important tool in both Photoshop and Photopea. So now that you're on the underwater layer, you're going to come down to the bottom and you're going to put on a layer mask. This is the square or rectangle that has the circle in the middle. When you do that, notice that there is a separate or a second rectangle that goes on the underwater layer. This is your mask. Anything that you draw black on here will disappear, and anytime you paint white on it, it will return. So it's really good because you can make as many changes to it as possible. Let me demonstrate. I'm going to grab a paintbrush. I'm going to set my paintbrush to fairly big to start. It's around 70, which is good. And I'm going to turn the hardness way down. Okay, maybe I'll turn it more up to like 100 to get started. Right now, I need 100% black. Okay, so in my foreground background, the D stands for default. That means this is 100% white, this is 100% black. But I want to paint black, so I'm just going to hit the arrow button to flip those two colors. Making sure that I am painting on the mask and not on the photo, I'm going to go around and take out some of the bigger area here. I don't need any of the top of the water. Okay, I have a fairly big brush on right now, and it's very soft. Okay, so I'm just going to generally take out some. I need to make my brush smaller and a little less soft to go do some of the detail work. So instead of 70, I'm going to set it around 50. Okay, and what I want to do is I want to take out all the water from around the bulb. Notice that I'm painting black on the mask. That's really important that you're not painting black on the photo. If I accidentally make a mistake, it's really easy to fix. All I have to do is change my color to white instead, and I can bring it back. That is the advantage of using layer masks. The information is still there, you're not erasing it, you're just masking it or you're hiding it. Okay, zoom in a little closer at this time. Turn on your black. Use your paintbrush and go in with a little smaller brush, a little harder edge, and clean up around the bulb. Try to take your time and do a good job of this. Okay, you can see I kind of made a mistake there. I'm going to have a harder edged brush to do this. Okay. You want to take your time. If you make a mistake, again, just flip to white I'll add a little more back in here. And try to make it as clean as possible. I also want to take a little bit more out of that sky. So what I'm going to do is make sure I'm painting black, and I'm actually going to get a really soft brush and a much bigger brush again. I'm going to take out a little bit of the sky there. Maybe I did a little too much. You can see how the size of my brush is changing. Okay, there we go. Okay. Now, this water is a little dark in there, and that's because we put multiply on. So what we want to do is change the color. We want to make it a little brighter. To do that, you're going to go down to not where you had the mask, but the adjustment layer setting. This is the circle that is half white and half black. And what I was suggesting, make sure that you're selected on your underwater layer, go down to this adjustment layers, and what I would suggest is go to hue and saturation. Now this adds a whole nother layer in, and what we want to do is we want to actually have it affect only this one layer. Okay, so we want to change the saturation, for example. Right now it's selecting everything. I want to change the saturation, maybe a little bit of lightness as well. You can even change the hue. You want to make it a little bluer if you want. Okay. Now, right now, it's affecting all the layers, including the light bulb and the shadow and the background. We want this color change and this saturation change to only affect the layer below it. So you're going to put your cursor right in between those two layers. You're going to hold your Option or Alt key down and click. And you can see that it's tabbed over. See that little tab symbol? So now it is only affecting the water layer. We've used the hue and saturation to make the water look a little brighter. Okay, so you can play around with the brightness of the water, the color of it, that's the hue, and the saturation of that blue color. Okay, you can always go back into your mask and add a little more detail or fix it up at any time. So if I wanted to fix up this little edge right here, I just have to paint black. Okay.